Welcome, everybody. We're back with another exciting installment of a game we already played. Hi, guys. Alright. Oh, we are just entering with the jams right away. We're just gonna get right into it because, you already know what the deal is. We're vibing. Just a regular stage, yeah, dude. Okay. I don't think there's any more items I can take, so let's go. I'd love to stick around and enjoy the music for a little while longer, but duty calls. Fuck. Okay. Now, last time was a little interesting, a little exciting for me personally, because I was at work. I was kind of sneaking in one episode during my lunch break, so that's pretty fun. But right now I'm a bit more relaxed, but I'm still going to do my best to be quick, be nimble and quick. Uh-huh. 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 Yep. Mm-hmm. Information that we've already read. Yep. And our current timestamp is 55 minutes. Oh, I might have saved over a later one, but that's okay. Yeah. We are 55 minutes in and we're already at the hospital. These runs are only going to get faster and faster. I'm really excited to get to a later one, but I'm going to enjoy where I am right now. Uh-huh. Something else is written by hand. Yep. Got the purple bowl key. Yep, there it is. Sounds cool. Sounds good. Just because I'm a little... I'm an anxious fella, so I am going to still be going through all these doors and investigating every little bit, just because that's just how I roll, I guess. I don't know how to do it any other way, but at least I'm quick about it. Uh-huh. Can't go through the elevator. Shit's locked. Shit's locked. Shit's locked. I'm gonna be salty for a little bit, and gonna be a salty sailor for just a little bit, and say that the big complaints about this game that I hear about the locked doors and everything are I don't think I vibe with them too much. Especially considering how in Silent Hill 4 they gave us the option to enter lots of other doors. And personally, I feel like that just kind of overbloats the game. I know one particularly rough part for me was when it's like, I want to say like halfway through the game. Let's check the basement first. Can't check the basement. Saves me some time. But yeah, Silent Hill 4, when you're in the apartment building and you're in like the nightmare version of it, where shit's just going bonkers and everything's like covered in fleshy stuff. You can go in almost every single door there. And like sometimes there's items, sometimes there's like a spooky thing that you can interact with or just see because it's you're getting scared by something or you're getting creeped out by something. So like it's fine, right? As long as there's something there. And I can respect that. Give me the examination room key, please. I can respect that, right? But after a while, it just kind of gets a little repetitive, and I'm not appreciating the spooky things that often anymore, just because it's like it's less of a surprise at that point and more of a, well, what's it going to be this time? Is it going to be actually something substantial,
Ow. What's
or am
wrong?
I going to
I
just,
just pricked myself.
we can skip you just because it's the bent needle cutscene and it's not important. Yep, got a shotty. Yeah, and like the really iconic thing that people like to mention about Silent Hill 4 is the giant face, the giant Eileen face that that you can interact with, kind of, and it's like super freaky to just look at because the eyes follow you. But like, that's really it. And in the apartment building, it's so bad, especially because there's a segment where you have to answer the phone somewhere. And I don't know, maybe it's just the game I'm playing, maybe I'm just being unreasonable right now, but it really didn't it really wasn't direct in where it wanted me to go, so I'm just hearing the phone ring all over the place, and I'm looking door by door throughout the apartment building, and I'm just not finding where I'm supposed to go. And like after a while I just had to put the game down because I was just like, ugh, I'm not feeling this. 7253. I don't need to memorize that. I just gotta keep it in my thing. Okay. Okay, no corpse here. That's for later. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. I don't want to shit on Silent Hill 4 that much because I really do appreciate a lot of what it is, and honestly, whatever came out after 3, I just, you know, I say that I don't really mind anything that came after 3 because 3 had a really good resolution, so like I'm more inclined to ignore it, but I guess I can only really let it slide for Silent Hill 4 because it has a very like side story kind of feel to it, and I can appreciate that, right? It's like in movies where you have your first movie, which is like completely original, your second movie, which is completely detached from the main plot in it. Ah, fuck. Okay, that totally caught me off guard. And then the third movie that like resolves what was left behind or any potential that could have been left behind for the first one. So, and then the fourth one being like complete side story, post resolution, right? Yep, I'll just heal you up. Healing up. And then so like yeah, like I don't mind the story overall. I think Walter Sullivan's pretty interesting. He's a freaky guy. And I think the it's original enough that I buy it, a lot of it. Like it has my attention, and I really enjoy the general horror aesthetic. Although I don't think I'm particularly a fan of a lot of the monster designs, but I think I think like ghost stuff is pretty cool in that game. I'm not too fond of the mechanic though. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you guys. Uh huh. Following the Resident Evil rules of if you are in a hallway and there's plenty of enemies, you just gotta clear them out. Okay. So I'm all good here. Let's check the third floor if we can. Wait, am I going the right way? No, I'm totally not. Okay, let's keep going. Oh yeah, no, like, that's the end of my salty rant. Okay, like, I do think that the locked doors have their purpose and their place in these earlier Silent Hill games, and I don't think it detracts any from this, because I mean it's not like a prolonged Luigi's Mansion kind of cutscene where you check the doorknob, right? And even then, you can skip those. Speaking of Luigi's Mansion, I don't know if I said this. Please forgive me if I already like covered this, but that was my first horror game. And yes, that's a horror game. It's basically got tank controls. It's very Resident Evil. You know, when you strip down uh a lot of its aesthetic, it's very Resident Evil. I'm sorry, Maria. Please move. And you know what? I love it. I love it a lot. I really wish Nintendo would just port that to the Switch, because I would buy that. I really wish they would port a lot of older GameCube games to the Switch, honestly. Okay, examination room, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nothing. Go through here. Yep. Got this shit. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not very good with combinations either. So, 7335. And I don't typically tend to play things on a higher difficulty here. Like, I do love me a new challenge. If I'm incentivized to, like, I like to play uh stuff like Shin Megami Tensei on higher difficulties, because like I think that it's more challenging in a really fun way, where like I can actually like puzzle through these fights. But like in something like this, I don't find a lot of enjoyment in replaying stuff like that. So, 335. And it's mostly just because it's like I'm getting the story. I played these things for the story, not really for the gameplay aspect, and I get plenty scared. Oh, excuse me. I get plenty scared on the atmosphere alone. I don't think I need, you know, harder enemies or anything, just because I feel like it's doing what it needs to do right now.
James.
And honestly, the enemies aren't the primary thing that scare me.
I'm kind of tired. It's just a hangover.
Just a hangover.
You should
That's why I
rest.
take my prescription medication. It's for a hangover.
So comfy.
I'm gonna go look for her. For Laura. I'll be back as soon as I
That's
can.
such a interesting delivery, James. Got the roof key. Yep. All right. Enough with the escort mission. Yeah, let's check all these rooms, even if I'm scared. Yeah, look at all this fucking slime. Gross, but I'm pretty sure it's marked on the map now. I think so. Let me check. No, it's not. Okay. Well, I was wrong, but At least I checked the door. Uh-huh. Yep. Sorry, leggies. Don't think I'm interested in dealing with you today. Uh-huh. Health drink. Don't care about the save point right now, because I'm brimming with confidence. Confidence that will take me to new heights in Silent Hill. And I'll be ready for the championship. I'll be standing beyond the Golden Gates with the likes of Harry Mason and Heather Mason and not Alex Shepard though. Okay, let's use what we can right now. Uh-huh. Sounds good. Got the purple bowl key. Great. Now, what I'm going to do next, bent needle, got the roof key. Okay. What I'm going to do now is this a patient record? Does it have anything? Nope. Doctor's journal. Number written on some white paper. Nope, that I already used that. And print on the carbon paper. 7253. 7253. Mm-hmm. Let's try this one. Yep, okay, awesome. I don't have that last combination just yet. Please die. You are not social distancing and your hospital staff? You kidding me? Uh-huh. And gotta check up myself. Gotta cover up my boo-boos. Did I might as well just mark it. Yeah, locked and I can't get it open. Can't get that shit open. I at least have the satisfaction that it shows up on my map. Yeah, there we go. Uh-huh. Roof key. We are kind of zooming through this. Like, we're almost to the otherworld portion of this level. Now, I just go straight here. Encounter my boy. Wait, for real? Or do we gotta one lap around it and... Yep, there we go. What's up, buddy? I guess we really just have to make sure that he's not there so that the scare works properly, huh? Okay. Let's heal up real quick, because that was an ouchie. That's a cutscene ouchie, too. I swear. Okay. Uh-huh. Let's just check all the doors. Because I just have to, okay? I just have to. I know it's not entirely logical. 6495. I'll do my best to remember that, but it's in my memos anyway, so... Yep. Now it's unlocked. And I'm on the 3rd floor? Yeah, I'm on the 3rd floor. Landed me where I needed to go. Can I go through here, though? Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Uh-huh. Yep, and I totally forgot that combination. No matter, because I have a notebook if I can push the wrong button. Okay. Turn the numbers. 6495. 6, 4, 9, 5. Nothing inside the box, but I was wrong. There's a couple hairs in it. And because James kind of freaky like that, he's just gonna grab them. I don't know, y'all. Something's off about this guy. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm sure about? We're going to combine these and grab this key. An elevator key. Okay. Okay, going back to like my Silent Hill series, Salt for like the later games, like if 4 is your favorite, I could buy that. Like I'm totally like, yeah, I can see why it is. Like I don't even need to just like accept it. I can understand why it's your favorite. It's just so like, it's different and the scares are potent. There's just a couple things I just don't vibe with it. But you know, those later games, I don't know what to tell you if Homecoming's your favorite. I'm sorry. It's a rough one. It's really rough. I actually wanted to buy it just for shits and giggles on Steam. Like a few months ago, back when I had some money. But is there anything else in here? Yes. I did want to buy it some time ago, and I did. But I ended up getting a refund for it because that game, just structurally on its own, is a mess. And it is just... doesn't have to be this way, but it's unplayable, y'all. Like, it's no joke. And it's a lot of... because... okay, I booted it up, and I'm running this shit on my laptop, right? Like, I'm playing with the resolution settings, and then my screen goes black.
You know my name?
And I'm still
Eddie told me.
hearing the music, the main menu music.
How do you know about
And I'm
Mary?
like pushing keys, and I'm hearing
What's
like
the big
select
deal?
options.
Why can't
Like
you just
I
tell
hear the
me?
sound effects,
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No.
and like the game is still happening in the background. It's just, for some reason, the visuals just
I was
fucking
friends
went
with
out.
Mary. We met at the
And
hospital.
so after that, I
It
Google
was
like, okay,
last year.
what's going on? What
Liar!
mods do I need to install
Lori,
to make this
I-
actually run for me,
Fine,
right?
don't believe me.
And
But
I
last year,
I am looking at
Mary
this
was
list.
already-
It is long, and I'm just like, I don't enjoy this game enough
I'm sorry,
for
Laura.
me to go through
Anyway,
this trouble.
let's go.
And like, so I just kind of gave up on it. And then I ended up
We can
asking
talk
for a
about this
refund
later.
because
This is no place for a kid.
not only was I not able to put in any
There are all
time
sorts
into
of
the
strange
game
things around
whatsoever,
here.
I
I
couldn't
can't believe you haven't
even
even gotten a
get
scratch
into
on
the
you.
game.
Why should I?
But also, like, I didn't even have it for less than
Wait,
like
wait.
dude,
There's
it was
something I
less than
gotta
2
get.
hours since
Later, okay?
I
But
bought
it's
the
really
game.
important.
I
What
bought the
is it?
game,
A letter
booted it
from
up,
Mary.
Huh?
it just
I
fucking
wanna go
died,
get
and
it.
then
Is that okay?
Yes.
I
Yes.
asked for my refund like maybe 30 minutes max later. And like, yeah, that was the end of my personal journey through it. So, like, I've seen playthroughs,
Come on, hurry
read
up.
the wiki
Is it in there?
about like the story synopsis and everything, and oh boy, oh no. And it tries to
Yeah,
be a
in the back.
continuation of like the cult backstory of Silent Hill so badly. It just doesn't do it right.
What are you doing,
That
Laura?
game's a huge
It's
mess.
further back in the desk.
And you know what? Downpour ain't that much better.
Laura,
No siree.
what are you doing?
I like Korn though. Korn the band, they're alright.
I tricked you.
I don't know if I
Open the
like the
door,
song
Laura.
that they provided for Silent Hill.
Right?
Downpour.
Want me to open it? Huh? Huh?
Not my
Do
fave.
ya?
But, Shattered Memories, I don't find fun to play.
Laura?
But I'm not gonna shit on it too much because people really like the story, but you know, it ain't for me. It ain't for me. The Wii motion controls or something that were left in the past,
Laura?
and I don't think I can go back to whatever that was. Anyway, let's get ready to rumble. Okay. Yeah, okay, come on. Come on, guys. Okay, let's reload real quick. Okay, so I can hold 6. 6 in the chamber. This is a revolver shotgun. It isn't, but you know. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Uh-huh. Yep. Come on, James. You got this. You got this, James. Come on. Sharpshooter. Come on. Boy, Mary married you in the first place. Mm-hmm. They called you Trigger Finger James back in the Old West. Ow, dude. Mean, honestly. I mean, okay, come on, come on. Hey, no, 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 come on! Yeah, I know it's clunky to watch, but I think I'm gonna stick with the manual, menu reloading. Cause, ouch. That shit hurted. Not gonna lie. Okay. Come on, guys. Gotta go down. You're harassing a minor. That's just not true. I'm sorry. James, I'm pretty sure, is not a minor, and I am not a minor. Also, IRL. Just saying. Okay. Please die. Please clap. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep, you done? We done here? No. No. Okay, we're done. Sick. Let's get this cutscene because it's really cool. It reminds me of the movie Jacob's Ladder.
James. James. James.
Cool. Okay. Well, that was something, wasn't it? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and save like my life depends on it. I'll save over here. I know it's messy, but I messed up the first time too. Okay. Cool. We can go a little bit longer. Welcome once again to the Otherworld Hospital. If you've seen a nicer hospital, if you've seen a shittier hospital than this, please let me know. Because this is not very good. And I'm curious. I'm just a tad bit curious. I know that the elevator here works, so I'm going to not worry about that right now. But yeah, oh my god, look at this. This is just awful. Wow. The camera's typically aimed downwards when playing this game. And this series in general, if you're playing like 1 through 3. 4 sometimes. I know that game has a lot of different gameplay aspects on it, but like you never really take a look at like the entirety of the environment unless you're like searching for it. So like just getting that 3D view of like your ceiling and like the walls and how it stretches upwards, and it's like it's creepy just getting that full view of whatever this place is supposed to be. Like, okay, I'm just gonna pop you real quick. Am I okay to be so liberal with the shotgun shells? Yeah. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I know how many shells I ended up with last playthrough. I think I'm okay to upgrade my firearm situation. No, lock's broken. Uh-huh. Shit's broken. Shit's broken. Shit's broken. Okay. Looks like everything is inaccessible except for the elevator, so let's go upwards, shall we? Mm-hmm. Second floor, let's go. Oh, yeah. And, I'd love to keep talking shit about the later Silent Hills. But if you guys are new here and, like, don't know that much about the series, please play the series. Please play 1 through 4. I'll place an asterisk over 4, of course, given that it's a very acquired taste, but hey, go ahead, give it a shot. 1 through 3 is definitely, though, like, I will 100% recommend them. They're so good. They're fantastic. I haven't played 1, but I've spent a lot of time in my younger years being kind of obsessed with it, though. Like, I know I'm, like, on the younger side, so, like, I'm less prone to appreciate it as someone who was an adult experiencing video games as they came out during that time, but I started playing video games when I was pretty young, and it was just kind of like a new world, right? Like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. It was like a completely new world. Like, the first video game I ever owned, because like I've played video games at people's houses, like my friends, my cousins' places. But the first one I owned was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the Nintendo GameCube, and that probably dates me quite a bit. Please hold on, hold your horses. That probably dates me quite. Oh my god, quite a bit. Because I was like maybe 4 or 5 when I got it for Christmas one day, and when I saw what it was, I had opened my gifts in a certain order that Christmas. I remember it pretty vividly because, like, wow, it was a nice one. But like I opened up one present that I thought was like gonna be like a movie, a DVD, whatever, right? And then I saw it was like, oh, Sonic Adventure 2 Oh, Sonic. Well, okay, cool. I don't have a GameCube to play it with. I think that is the comment I made. Is I don't have the console though. Like I don't have a GameCube. And it was just like a very like it wasn't like upsetness or like sadness of like it was mostly like, oh, why'd I get this? Oh well, I'll I'll take a look at that later, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to opening these Christmas gifts, and the next one I did was the GameCube box, and I was like, oh, duh, you know, um, and so that was the first game I had ever owned, and it's been a long journey since then. And to this day, I still love Sonic Adventure 2 so much, so much. One of my all-time favorites. I might switch back to the pistol just because of how fast it is. I knew I kept this pistol around for some reason. But yeah, like it, you know, when my parents were never ones to play video games on their own. Like sometimes they would give it a shot, like trying to play with us and everything, but they mostly just watched us play, my brother and I, and we're just like, yeah, that'll keep him busy and stuff. And you know, it was a lot of two-player games for a long time because it was the kind of growing up in my household was very much like one of you's playing on the GameCube. Like, what's the deal? Why isn't your brother playing? Right? Like, what's going on? Oh, you want this new video game? Is it a two-player game? What's going on? So like, uh, you know, when it was time for us to be like, oh, I want to get this game for my birthday. I want to get this game for Christmas. It was always like, oh, is that a two-player game? Are you both going to be able to play it? Because we're not having you two fight over this, and I don't think we ever did fight over that. Okay, this is a lot of progress, so I'm going to just check out the rest of these rooms because I have a problem. It's not satisfying to see these rooms unmarked, you know. So I just gotta. I just have that anxiety about this. Yep, and once again, the alternate room where Maria was staying, just full of bottles of empty bottles of like medicine, and you can hear like intense but slow, deep breathing, like implying sickness. Ugh. But yeah, um, kind of on a horror related tangent to my general like video game story though. I spent a lot of time just looking at other games, right? Like piece of paper, yeah. Yeah, shit's fine. Whatever. I spent a lot of time looking at like other games, curious of like what could I be playing on this magnificent new system I have. And, my collection right now for GameCube games is mostly just like a lot of Mario and Sonic games because that was my frame of reference to video games back then. It was just like, oh, it's you got your Marios and you got your Sonics. Anything else doesn't really appeal to me. And then Pokemon did, and it's just like, okay, well, we're slowly expanding here. But there was a little like ad section or like a display section at the back of the GameCube box that kind of had like portraits of screenshots of like a bunch of a bunch of titles that were just that they were like advertising at the time. I think they had what they had? They had like a block dedicated to Super Monkey Ball. They had one that like was like Smash Bros. I'm pretty sure. And then they had a couple of them that really stuck out to me. It was either Resident Evil 4 or Resident Evil 0, and I can't remember exactly which. I think it was 0. And that just like stuck out to me. Like this, like, whoa, this looks really mature. This is like looks really realistic and everything, and I'm just like I don't know, like just looking at it and making myself think about what it was and like, oh, is this gonna be scary? Actually did manage to scare me. And
James.
that's
Mary?
just like a vivid
Oh,
memory
Maria.
about like maybe an
It's you.
inch by
I
inch
thought you were...
portion of cardboard on a box that ended
Anyway,
up being thrown away
I'm
later.
glad you're alive.
Anyway, what
Anyway,
do you mean anyway? You
I
don't
love
sound
this
very happy
cutscene.
to see me. I was almost killed back there. Why didn't you try to save me? All you care about is that dead wife of yours.
That dumb
I've
dead
never
wife
been
of
so
yours.
scared in my whole life. You couldn't care less about me, could you?
No, I
Then
just...
stay with me. Don't ever leave me alone. You're supposed to take care of me. So, what about Laura? Did you find her?
Yeah, but... she ran away.
We've got to find her.
Mm-hmm.
You really seem to care about her. Do you know her?
I've never met her before. I just feel sorry for her. She's all alone. And for some reason, I feel like it's up to me to protect her.
You know what, y'all? I think we can do it. I think we can finish the hospital in this part. Yep, got the copper ring. But yeah, like that memory of of Resident Evil. Oh, I hate that sound. Resident Evil 0, just like a screenshot of it. I don't even think it showed a zombie on that like screenshot. I think it was just like Rebecca just standing idle in a kind of spooky looking room. And like that definitely like that the fact that stuck around with me is pretty radical in my humble onion. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave this here. Okay, we didn't examine this last time. This I do remember. We just kind of blitzed through it. But copper ring. Found it in the basement of the hospital. It's engraved with a picture of a spider. There's a spider, yeah. Neat. Okay. If anyone can find symbolism on that, please let me know. But honestly, spider, right? Like, I don't... guess it's kind of spooky. I don't know if there's any symbolism with copper as a substance, you know? Oh, hey, guess what? Skipping this entire thing, not only because it's super long, but I mean, there's nothing new to be gained there. Like, I know the answers already, and I'm gonna get the items, but all in all, you heard it once, you've heard it a million times. Got the lead ring. I'm a little cutscene skip happy right now, because I kind of got it in my brain that I'm not exactly speedrunning, but I'm kind of doing the next best thing, which is cutting a lot of time from the previous playthroughs, sort of thing, because I think last playthrough took us around 6 hours to beat, but I know that we are barely at an hour and a half right now, and once we're done with this level, we should be halfway through the game. Okay. Oops. Okay. 3, 1, 3. It's open. A treasure trove of goodies and drugs. Okay. Now let's just get back to that spooky 3-dimensional door, shall we? And then the lead ring from the refrigerator. It's engraved with a disgusting, bloated face. Yeah. Because, I think this one is the fact that lead is poisonous to humans. And we're just wait, what is this? Did I look at this before? I don't think I did. I took the director's key, the one to the museum. I hid it. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I think I did. But whatever. Locked. Yeah, I think that lead ring is supposed to be representative of illness. The spider could be representative of something predatory, maybe. But definitely, it wouldn't be ill-fitting to what James and Mary's dynamic ended up being. And I'm going to run and ignore Maria because that is ending sensitive. Get the fuck out! And I'll let this cutscene play because it's a good one. Oh man. They were both really struggling for it. I don't know if it was Maria or James doing a the crying hiccups. Do you know what I mean by that? The crying hiccups, the hic kind of thing. Oh man, this sound is great. But yeah, they were really desperate for it. Maria is literally the definition of born to die. Was put in this realm to look like that and elicit that kind of feeling to James and then be snatched away. Not just once, but multiple times. And it's just yeah. And it's just so fucked up that to consider that Maria had her own agency too. She was alive, not just an illusion or a manifestation of something. Because but she was that, but she was also sapient. She had thoughts and emotions of her own, at least up until now. Let's save, and let's end it off here. Okay. Y'all, thank you so much for watching. Let's check our timestamp, shall we? Why not? Just for fun. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. So, we've reached the halfway point of the game. Once again, that was around the part last playthrough where the quality started to get better visually. So I'm gonna be a little bit more skip happy with the cutscenes. Thank you so much for sticking around. And again, big things coming soon. We got more World of Horror coming up, more Silent Hill 2, obviously, and I'm already working on setting up another game to put in the rotation, because it doesn't seem like World of Horror is going to be either that long, or considering how random it can get, I might make it a weekly thing. I abbreviate World of Horror as WOH, so maybe Woe Wednesdays are gonna be a thing. I'm gonna coin that term. Anyway, I'll think about it. And on that note, thank you so very much. Bye-bye.